What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another Kings Island update. To start off this video, I would like to show you guys how to become experts at Phantom Theater Opening Nightmare. I want to show you guys how to properly max out 2 out of the 3 flashlights on Phantom Theater Opening Nightmare. It's actually quite easy once you get into a groove, and so let's do it. To do this, it's all about quality and efficiency. Your flashlights have to be working well, although with the refurb that they did not too long ago, they have been working well. And your flashlights have to be consistently on, or you have to hold the button.
10 minutes till showtime.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have just started Phantom Theater, and on this POV, I'm not going to just be recording a normal POV. I would like to show you guys how to become experts with these flashlights at Phantom Theater Opening Nightmare. Right now, I'm in car 3, and although it doesn't really matter what car you are in, the first ghost note scene is right there where it says Pack Test Makes Perfect. So, flashlights up, and hit! I'm the red beam for future reference. Alright, here we go. Off to a decent start. So right now, after this scene, I'm at 135,000. You want to keep going on a scene until it goes out, and then you want to start on the next scene. And that is just a way to make things easier. This scene right here is kind of has a limited amount of ghost notes unless you let them pile up on like a stop or something. But it's just as long as you know where they spawn, you're good. They spawn right there, there, and down here. So, yep. All right, I'm now at 342,000, and we're coming up on our first checkpoint. Bum, 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 bum. All right, now by this checkpoint, if you're only trying to max out 1 flashlight, by the Great Houdolini scene, you want to be at least 300,000 if you're only trying to max out 1 flashlight. But if you're trying to max out both, you want to be at 500,000. I am almost at 600,000, so I am okay with the goal to max out both. All right. Now, if we get a stop on this ride, I will tell you what to do in the event of a stop. Over here, we got the amazing Sir Pretzel and Lionel Barrymore, greatest actor of all time, and Willard Warbler, the singer. Although sometimes this area right here where I'm pointing my flashlight right next to Sir Pretzel is sometimes a dead zone. Sometimes the ghost notes don't really get very good signal over there. All right. I am now maxed out on the first flashlight. Time to grab the second one and get going. This is generally the checkpoint that you want to be maxed out by if you're trying to max out 2 of the flashlights. And at this point, you will probably want to try to hit just as many as you can, like in general. Now, this upcoming scene, not this next one, but the next one, is generally the best spot to get ghost notes. And I will show you why in just a second. Let me know in the comments below if you know why No Legs Larry is spinning around right there. That is actually Boo Blaster's hint. All right, this right here, the stage scene, is the best place to get ghost notes. There are so many that always spawn from the sides, and I always just like to camp on the sides and hit them as they spawn. It is such a good way to get ghost notes. And up here is our next checkpoint. You'll want to be at least 400,000. Or, I'm sorry, 300,000. And by this point, if you're trying to max out 2 of the flashlights, you have to be at least 300,000 on the second one. Although it would be better if you were on both, but I mean, obviously sometimes that's just not doable. All right. Sadly, these people in front of me are like really good. If you get people in front of you that either aren't playing or aren't that good, you're pretty much golden. But these people in front of me are really good. So, I mean, yeah. Okay, now at this point, we only have 2 scenes left with ghost notes. And I am only at 600,000 on the second flashlight. I don't think I'm gonna do it, but that's okay. To be quite honest, I wasn't really focusing on doing it. I was mainly just focusing on filming it for you guys. So like right now, like I'm at 770,000 on one, 999,999, which is max at the other one. The boiler room scene, you cannot hit any of the ghost notes when the screen is actually working. It is not right now, it rarely ever does. That is the last scene with ghost notes right there, that wall right there by the door. However, there are some that spit out right here, and if you spam the button on your flashlight, you might hit one. Like I just hit 2. All right, now we're at this last scene. Oh, they've escaped again. Send him back to the organ. All right, I've ended out with 999,999 on one and 872,500 on the other one. Not bad. If you do max out both, let me know in the comments and I'll shout you out. Now, on this last scene, you cannot hit that one. All right, now since we didn't get a stop on that Phantom Theater ride, I want to tell you guys what you do in the event of a stop in order to maximize. So if you stop, Maestro will say, or I'm sorry, not Maestro, No Legs Larry will say, "Attention all ushers, a group of pesky ghost notes has caused a momentary delay in our theater's operation. We kindly thank you for your patience. Our show will continue shortly." That's for if they're loading someone from the exit on who can't board a moving platform. But if it just stops or they play the wrong message, it will say, "Attention ushers, your opera boxes have stopped momentarily. Please remain seated. Our stage crew is working to get you moving soon." If you hear that message, do not keep hitting the ghost notes. It may seem like you can get points, but when you hit ghost notes, when the ride is stopped, it will not give you the points. So just sit there and let them pile up a little bit on the screen. And then once they call the all clear and you start moving, then you just hit all of them at once. And that's the best way to get points. The next update in this video is about Halloween Haunt. Halloween Haunt starts on September 25th, and today is August 22nd, so a little over a month until Halloween Haunt starts, but they have started decorating. The scenes for the Pumpkin Eater Scare Zone right by the entrance into Action Zone are up. So the Pumpkin Eater signage, the pumpkins are hanging from the wires from the footers up top. And sometimes they do have lantern activation points for the Halloween Haunt lanterns in here, but they are just not up yet. They have some of the activation points up, just not all of them. But yeah, so a few scare zones have already been like built and are almost ready to go, including Abandoned in Rivertown. I'll get over to that later. And of course, Pumpkin Eater right here. Just to get a closer look at Pumpkin Eater here. There's the farmer's market scene. It's kind of like a mini haunted house, like outdoor haunted scare zone. And you kind of go through there. It takes you back towards like in Vertigo back over there. So yeah, remember how I said some of the haunt activation points are up? Well, here's one right here. This one in particular lights up the bats that are hanging in the trees. If you want to see that, check out my Halloween Haunt vlog from last year. And this right here is the facade for Order of the Dragon, the haunted house. It's not the entrance to the bat. Although this is the entrance to the bat, it's just blocked off by, you know, it's like you turn instead of going straight into the castle. Sorry, I got the hiccups today. Anyway, this is the exit for Order of the Dragon, and the entrance, well, here's the queue path right here where Extreme Skyflyer used to be, and you would enter back there by Drop Tower. Speaking of Halloween Haunt activation points, here's the Son of Beast box that was also featured in my Kings Island Halloween Haunt vlog last year. They just don't have a sensor for the activation point out yet, but still says RMC, Rivertown Mining Company. Don't know what that's all about. And there's old parts for Son of Beast chains in there, like an air gate, the train, a giant chain, wheels, lap bars. And there's the gutted station that is actually not being condemned. They were just removing a old sprinkler system. The City of Mason blueprints were written wrong. All right, remember earlier when I covered the Pumpkin Eater construction? Well, Abandoned has almost completed construction over here in Rivertown by Mystic Timbers and Diamondback. This is a scare zone where they chase you with chainsaws, and I think it might be my favorite scare zone. They've got some of the best actors over here. Also, I didn't even know this, the haunt merch is out. Well, most of it at least. We got skeletons, several different types of skeletons. We've got decorations, we've got shirts. Ooh, I like these haunt shirts this year. That's fun. And then over here we've got the bat chair, which I think is an activation point. It might not be. I don't know. Then over here we've got the new haunt shirt. I am actually wearing the old haunt shirt from last year of Orion. This one is Diamondback. You can kind of see with the snake and the staggered seats and Mystic Timbers in the background. Then over here we've got this lantern activation point that works this screen right here that makes this guy do like different things. Okay, so I'm back in Pumpkin Eater and the rope was removed to get into Farmer's Market. So let's go in. That's nasty. Very well done sets. Ooh, the lanterns are on. Sweet.
You want a fast pass?
Oh, thank you. Someone just offered me a fast lane, but nerd out moment. Watch these gauges move on the bat with the air pressure when the brakes open and close. Here it comes. Locked.